Dr. Fuck here with part 2. There was one I wanted to talk on the previous episode that I didn't get to here, and I don't own it on vinyl. It's the only classic UFO I don't own on vinyl, but I have this right here. It's a box, like, you know, it's got, how many CDs does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4 CDs. And the one album I don't own, which was No Heavy Petting. And I love this album, and I do gotta acquire it on vinyl because I'm a vinyl junkie, so I can complete my Michael Schenker era. Is Walk on Water on vinyl? I would love to get that one. What a great reunion album. But No Heavy Pen has like my favorite riff of any UFO song, Natural Thing. Love it, man. I'm a loser. Can you roll me? It's a solid album, man. Definitely No Heavy Pen right there. Belongs in that big stack I did on the last episode. So now, the top 10. Am I forgetting anything else? Nope. I overlooked the Wikipedia albums in 1975, and if I forgot anything, it wasn't on there, because I really did a good job now making sure I didn't forget anything, like last time I forgot Thin Lizzy Fighting. At number 10, man, is this an amazing live album. I mean, flawless, incredible. I absolutely love this, and it definitely deserves to be in the top 10. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Silver fucking Live Bullet. This album is so amazingly good. I love when he does Traveling Man going into Beautiful Loser. It's one of the greatest moments in any live album ever. Catmandu, Turn the Page, heavy music. God, this album is so good from beginning to end. Jody Girl, Let It Rock, Get Out of Denver, Looking Back. From beginning to end, this is a solid live album. It's got to be touched up in the studio because it's that good. It can't be 100% live because those albums suck. This album is so good. I don't know too much of the backstory on this. All I know, this is fucking great. And I'm not like the biggest Bob Seger fan. I did see him live once on the Against the Wind tour at Miami Baseball Stadium. He was huge with the Guitar Army Molly Hatchet open. But definitely belongs in the top 10. Number 9. My favorite album from this band. Rocks. And I know a lot of people point to this one as the favorite album of Aerosmith, the best album. And I agree with those folks. This album is probably like the heaviest, most rockin', and you know, Back in the Saddle, Last Child, Rats in the Cellar. Combination is such a deep killer track that the last time I saw Aerosmith, they actually played it and everybody was like, eh. Then they played Love in the Elevator and everybody went fucking nuts. That's such a shame. How people aren't, like, the mass people don't know how great this fucking album. Sick as a Dog, Nobody's Fault, heavy as fuck. Licking a Promise, and the great ballad, Home Tonight. Beginning to end, a great fucking album. Love Aerosmith Rocks, deserves to be in the top 10. Alright, number 9. It was not released in the United States till the early 80s, but it was released in Australia in 1976. But I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it's this cover, right? The animated cover with Bon and Angus. But this is the one we got, I think. I'm not sure. Could be wrong. But anyway, deserves to be in the top 10. I mean, anything with Bon Scott and AC/DC is top-notch shit. And it cannot be any lower than the top 10. What's the next couple years? We got Power Age coming up. The live album, If You Want Blood, Let There Be Rock, and Highway to Hell. Fuck, those all gotta make the top 10. Now I'm scared. Is those years have albums way better than those? I'm even curious to see how that's gonna pan out. But fuck yeah, Ain't No Fun Waiting Around to Be a Millionaire has the greatest lyrics ever. And I think Bon Scott is the greatest lyricist ever. You know, you can call him a shithouse poet or anything. I'll take that. I'll take Bon Scott over fucking Bob Dylan any day. You know, like what I said, Ain't No Fun Waiting Around to Be a Millionaire has the most amazing lyrics. It's like, I got patches on my patches, on my old blue jeans. Well, they used to be new when they used to be blue, when they used to be clean. That's the greatest fucking lyricist, hands down. And of course, Love at First Feel, which I believe was not on the original, right? Nope. This one, what does this, Rock and Peace is on here. Love at First Feel is so much better. Rock and Peace is one of those really rare AC/DC songs with Bond that I'm not really too fond of. But man, not a bad song on here. Big Balls, Rocker, Problem Child. It's going to be some rockin'. Right On. If there ever was a song to heal my broken heart when I was pussified by a breakup, Right On got me through it. Love that song. And of course, ending it with Squealer. And I'm talking about the album I grew up on. I cannot say this one is the album I grew up on. Even though most of it's on here. Though Jailbreak is on here too, where Jailbreak's not on this. Definitely top 10 material, and that would be number 8. Number 7. Am I right? Yeah. Number 7. This one was huge as Phantom Comes Alive, and I definitely think it deserves to be in my top 10 because I absolutely love this song. Every song is a radio staple. It's just a genius album. The first Boston album. I'm sorry, this one deserves to be on everybody's top 10. Unless you had a lobotomy, then I'd understand. Wow. I mean, come on. I mean, I think the only song on here you don't hear on the radio is Something About You, probably. I'm talking about down here in South Florida. But shit, Smoking, Peace of Mind, Long Play, Rock and Roll Band, Hitch a Ride. Hitch a Ride, great ballad. This is a perfect album. Should be number 1. Should be number 1, but it's not. Because I prefer these albums more. What's that? 7? 6! My favorite Kiss studio album, Rock and Roll Over. I love this fucking album. This is the album that got me into them because my friend played me I Want You. He owned the album. And that got me into Kiss, and that really exploded my love for hard rock and stuff. And this album, very instrumental. Even though Double Platinum was the first one I bought. But shit, Hard Luck Woman, my favorite Kiss ballad. Calling Dr. Love, of course. Ladies Room, Mr. Speed. Making Love. That solo is one of the greatest Ace solos. Take Me. Mr. Speed. Did I say that? Baby Drive. There's not a bad song on here. This is an amazing, amazing studio album. And soon I'll be getting an orange vinyl of this. A very limited edition pressing. So I had to own it. Alright, now this one. Oh my God, what are we at? 6? This is really the album. I was talking about how Rock and Roll Over really got me into, hard rock and everything. This album is what really made me a music fan. Because before I was into music, I was going to the theater. I was a big movie freak, and I saw a movie called Heroes with Henry Winkler and Sally Fields. And the movie ended with Carry On My Wayward Son. And I even watched the credits to see what song that was. And then I went out and bought this album, Leftoverture by Kansas. My favorite Kansas album, extremely important. I own 4 copies. I still have my original version that's beat up to hell that you can't play anymore. But man, my favorite song on here, my favorite Kansas song, Miracle Out of Nowhere. The hard rockin' What's on Your Mind, the epic, The Wall. And side 2 is great too, man. This beginning and end. And I saw them twice the previous years. Play this album in its entirety. It was just a shame it wasn't with Steve Walsh and pretty much everybody else in the band but the drummer and the guitar player with the patch. Definitely needs to be in my top 10. I wish it could have been number 1, but there's albums I like more than this as time progressed. But if you would have asked me this in 1975, because I bought this album when it was brand new, and also I was a little kid, I gotta bring this up, and I remember seeing this picture of this guy here, the violin player and vocalist. What's his name? Bobby Steinhardt. I remember seeing that picture going, oh my God, man, what's up with that long hair and the beard, and look at me now. I was a little short-haired dork. Now I look more like him. But anyway, yes, definitely in my top 10. So now we're down to the top 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Top 4. Okay, this album I have, but I couldn't find it. But I love it so much, I bought the deluxe edition. Rush 2112, my favorite Rush album. Hands down my favorite Rush album. This album's a fucking masterpiece from beginning to end. I love every song on there, but I will say, this box set brings a CD with covers, and Alice in Chains does a cover of Tears that I even like more than the Rush version. And that's rare, when I like a cover more than a song I already love. Twilight Zone, Side 1, Passage to Bangkok, Something for Nothing, Lessons. I mean, this is a masterpiece, and this is a great box set. Brings a lot of cool shit in there. So it's number 4, right? Yep. No, number 2. No, wait, let me see. What the fuck? Yeah, number 4. Rush, 2112. Okay. Number 3. For a while there, this wasn't my favorite studio album, but now it is from this band, the Metal Gods. Sad Wings of Destiny. Definitely number 3 album. And I want to thank my ex-girlfriend, who I'm still very good friends with, for getting me on picture disc. Dude, Tyrant. I mean, you know, I can do without Epitaph. That's the only like clunker on here. Even though I kind of dig Rob's voice on it, but still. Island of Domination, Dream Deceiver, Deceiver, Genocide, Victim of Changes, The Ripper. You can't get more fucking classic than this. This is definitely my favorite Judas Priest studio album. Now, hands down. It used to be Stained Class, but now it's this one. So it definitely deserves to be way up there on the list. Okay, the last 2. All right, number 2. Probably the greatest live album, in my opinion. One of the most great. I don't know if it's the greatest, but one of them. Definitely one more for the road. Definitely an amazing album. I remember when we did the best live albums on the Rock and Metal Combat podcast, and this one came up to number 2. Actually, there's a live album I like even more than this one. And I do own the CD. I should have grabbed it. The CD has a lot of songs that didn't appear on the album, like Give Me Back My Bullets, and also songs that were different takes from different nights. I grew up on this baby. This is one I've had since a little kid. As you can see, there's some masking tape on the bottom holding it together. It got a little damaged in the great Waterbed Massacre I had that ruined a lot of my vinyls. But this one, you know, it just has some water damage blotches on it. Didn't really get ripped or nothing, but fuck, dude. You know, Worker for MCA, I'm the One, Search every song, Tuesday's Gone, Saturday Night Special, Traveling Man, Whiskey Rock and Roller, Sweet Home Alabama, I'm burnt out on, but whatever. Give me 3 Steps, Call Me the Breeze, Tease for Texas Rules, Needle and Spoon, Crossroads, and Freebird. Fucking great. And this one did have the late great Steve Gaines, brand new in the band. I always loved this gatefold. So much going on with burgers and Alan Collins flying and cool pictures of the band and, you know, milkshakes and Coors beer and handcuffs. This band, like I said in my last episode, extremely important band to me, and this may be my favorite Leonard Skinner release. One more for the road. All right, number 1. Yes, what I'm wearing. Rainbow Rising, definitely my favorite album of 1976. A masterpiece. And I got this really cool 180 gram version. That's a gatefold with the band inside. Definitely, I really love this album so much. It contains my favorite song of all time, Stargazer, which if you go on YouTube and look it up, I made a video for it. That I don't know how many millions. It's got like, I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating, but 40 million? Something like that? I don't know. I know it's millions. Maybe it's just 8 million. Fuck if I know. Anyway, it's the only video I ever put up on YouTube that reached over 1 million and kept surpassing. And, but anyway, Tear It Woman, Run with the Wolf, Starstruck. I don't really like Do You Close Your Eyes that much. Light in the Black is almost as good as Stargazer. It's such a great love side too. Even though I remember my original pressing was only those 2 songs on the last side, on the second side, where this one has Do You Close Your Eyes on the second side. Strange. But yeah, man. There you go. My favorite albums of 1976. Agree, disagree, did I forget something that you think should have been on there? Write it down there. But remember, I did a lot of studying, so chances are If you mention an album I didn't mention, it's because, one, I probably don't know it that well, or two, I know it and I don't think it deserves to be on the list. So thank you so much, guys. I'll be doing next 1977. And I know I'm really into music. I was already into music by this time. This is my first year of getting into music. 77, I became even a bigger fan. And I haven't gone to Wikipedia yet to see the albums that came out that year, though I know some in my brain right now. So, thank you for watching, everybody. And the 70s, bro. Keep on trucking. Hey, sit on it. Later, guys. Bye.